Hello everybody, welcome along. Just a quick reaction here. We're in the recording studio doing music work today, but I just heard the news that Wayne Rooney, the England top scorer, or maybe not for long, the current England top scorer, is no longer the current Derby County manager. We'd heard recently that Rooney, I think it was the Blackburn job he was linked with, and we'd heard all about his loyalty, and he was sticking in there at Derby. Something has changed, and Wayne Rooney has gone. It's been an interesting story, to say the least. Rooney came over from US football, signed that lovely deal with 32 red and number 32 on his back to come and sort of sit in central midfield and end his career in the Championship with Derby under Philippe Cocu. Well, Mel Morris at this point is planning his exit strategy at Derby, and perhaps the investment is going to tail off and Cocu gets the sack and Rooney gets the job to replace him with Liam Rosenior as his assistant, and they came very, very close to getting relegated at the end of the season. I think a lot of people look at that -6 points for Sheffield Wednesday, but what I will say is it was a shootout, wasn't it? Last game of the season, Derby versus Sheffield Wednesday, and Derby did enough to stay up, but they didn't do enough last season to stay up, but it would have been pushing a boulder up a hill, given -12 points for going in administration in September. I think -9 points around November time, if my timeline, I'm off the cuff here, guys, I've got no script, is right, and -21 points. And Rooney actually garnered a lot of praise for how he went about things. He was fairly statesmanlike at Derby in the face of complete, just absolute and total utter chaos there with the points deduction and Morris trying to find his way out, and an entire season virtually, other than that first month or so, in administration. But ultimately, they went down. There were some good moments. Derby had a good home record. They had a good defensive record. They were not good away from home, and that with the -21 points, man. They just ran out of road at the end of the season and went down. I do, to a certain extent, agree with what I heard Simon Jordan saying on TalkSport, that sometimes when expectations are just absolute bottom, absolute nothing, you can surpass them. And I think Rooney did that. A lot of people expected last season that, Derby would have 6 points or something by January and Rooney would walk and it wouldn't go well. That wasn't the case. He gave it a good go in very, very trying circumstances. And I think the thing that's killed it for Rooney at Derby's hung in there, waiting for a new owner to come in and the administration to end. It just hasn't happened. We thought what was holding it up was the Wickham and Middlesbrough lawsuits and, all of that business against Derby's FFP and what went on that season. Middlesbrough complaining that they would have gotten the playoffs and Wickham complaining that they would have stayed up had Derby have been charged with FFP when perhaps they might have been charged. They weren't. Anyway, that's water under the bridge. Let's not open up that particular Pandora's box again. But the accord was made, I think, was it around February time with Mel Morris and Steve Gibson, and that went, and the administration still did not end. No buyer. We thought Chris Kirchner was there towards the end of the season, but now, not only has the season ended, we're in late June. Next season starts before the end of July, and Derby are still in administration. And I guess, I haven't read any statements or anything, that is the straw that's broken the camel's back for Wayne Rooney. This is only going to be a short one. I'm completely off the cuff, so I'll hand it over to you guys in the comments now. How do you reflect on Wayne Rooney's time at Derby? Okay, it was a low bar of expectations, but he did probably surpass him. What do you make of his decision to finish up now? And where do you see him going next? If he was close to talking to Blackburn about the job there, then it looks like championship clubs are going to be interested in possibly having Rooney as a manager. Get involved in the comments. We're reacting off the cuff today from the studio to the news that Wayne Rooney is no longer the Derby manager. What next for Rooney? What next for Derby? Get in the comments, hit the like button, and I will see you maybe in more comfortable surroundings for another video very soon. Over and out.